Hey, thanks for checking this out. As an expert with things that grow in the woods, we could use your help. At one time, Colorado had a master tree farm course that gave advanced education in forest management. Unfortunately, it was necessary to attend a number of classroom and field sessions in order to complete the course. And in a state as large as Colorado, a lot of people interested in taking the course were unable to complete all the lessons, and the course ended up falling into disuse. There have been some advances in technology recently that make us think that we can provide an advanced educational course in forest management to anyone in Colorado who wants to take it. All they're going to need is their cell phone or a computer. They can take it at home. They can take it at their own pace. They can take it any time they want to take it. But in order to make this effective and appealing, we need to enlist some actual forest experts to help us make these videos. In the remainder of this video, I'd like to show you a demonstration of how an interactive educational video will work and how you might fit in to help. Please take a few minutes to watch this demonstration and consider giving us a hand to provide a better education for all of our private forest managers here in Colorado. Thanks. Hi, my name is Wes. I'm a family forest owner, and I'm here with Stump, my forestry consultant, and we're going to be talking about trees today. See if we can identify some in my woods and talk about why these trees are particularly important to us. Hi, my name is Stump. I'm a forestry consultant, and I'm here to help Wes out. And this is a sample interactive video for level 1 of the Family Forest Steward course on the treefarmer.com website. All the things in this level will be identifying the things that live in your forest and help you better appreciate the wonders in your woods. Stump, I have a lot of trees in my forest that kind of all look alike, and I'd like to know the difference between them, and what are the benefits of knowing the difference between these trees? Wes, if you want a healthy forest and you want to protect it, you need to know the difference between the species of trees that you have, because some of them grow better in shade, some of them grow better in sun, some of them grow better at different altitudes, and some are more resistant to fire, some are more resistant to certain bug infestations. Okay, how can I tell the difference between these species? Help me out here. Wes, most trees come in 2 different varieties: conifer, cone-bearing trees, and deciduous, trees that lose their leaves annually. In the deciduous category, at our altitude in Colorado, you'll see aspen and cottonwood for the most part. In the conifer variety, you can see pine, firs, spruce, juniper, all sorts of different kinds. Did you know that conifers are over 3 million years old and were probably used by the dinosaurs as a food source? True story. The best way to learn about what's in your woods is to get out there and walk in your woods. So let's go find some samples of some of these different trees, talk about how we can identify them, and a little bit more of how we can appreciate what we've got out there. Let's go for a walk.
Wes, let's start off with a ponderosa pine. It's pretty easy to identify. Its cones are sort of light reddish brown, 3 to 4 inches long. They're egg-shaped with scales that are tipped by a sharp point. Its needles are stiff, 3 to 7 inches long, typically in bundles of 3 that form tufts near the ends of the branches. Bark is thick. It's red, orange, and furrowed with large platy scales on mature trees, and it's very resistant to fire, not only because of the bark, because of its open crown and self-pruning branches as well. Did you know that the ponderosa pine is the only tree growing in this country that was involved in an atomic bomb blast? In 1953, a nuclear test was performed in which 145 ponderosa pine were cut down by the U.S. Forest Service, transported to Area 5 of the Nevada test site, and they were planted in the ground and exposed to a nuclear blast to see what would happen to them. Of course, they were all blown over and burnt. Next, let's talk about the Doug fir. It has had its scientific name changed 21 times until arborists decided to give the Doug fir its own genus, Pseudotsuga, meaning false hemlock. Its common name Douglas fir stuck, however, in honor of the Scottish botanist who first recorded it. Its bark is gray and smooth, unlike the ponderosa. The evergreen needles are small, 1 inch long, and the cones tend to be short-stalked cones that hang down from the branches. You can just tell them really easily because it looks like there's little mice. The tail end of the little mice are running up under the scales of the cones. See this? Let's look at the Rocky Mountain juniper here. It's very different and pretty easy to identify. Its bark is gray-brown, thin, and fibrous, and it shreds with red-brown color underneath. The evergreen scale-like needles are completely different from the other trees we've looked at. And the cones are not really cones. They're blue-gray berries. They're waxy, juicy, and about 1/4 inch in diameter. The resinous wood is very flammable. Low-intensity fires easily kill this tree. You don't want to plant it near your house.
If you own forested property here, Wes, you're one lucky person. Everywhere you walk in the woods, there are living things willing to tell you their stories. All you have to do is listen. Watch more of these video lessons in this course and you'll learn a lot more about what's on your property. And you'll learn to appreciate it. Stump, where can I go for more information? There is so much more to learn on this topic. I'll put some links in the Dig Deeper section to the right of this video, and those will go to online sources, and then you can go do your own homework from there. Thanks, Stump. You think you got all that on trees now? Why don't you take the interactive quiz in the Think section to the right of this video. Click on the answer that you want, and then you'll be allowed to save it. When you save it, it will tell you whether the answer is correct or incorrect. If it's incorrect, it will take you to that part of the video that has the correct answer. Also, don't forget to check out that Dig Deeper section that Stump left all the links to. It's a really good source for more information. We just can't possibly give you all the stuff you need to have in one short video. If you have questions, check out the Discuss section. In the Discuss section, you can put in your questions and get answers from people who might have a better information for you. Watch all of our video lessons to better understand and appreciate all the things in your woods. And here's a tip from Stumpmaker. Go to the Dig Deeper section and you'll be able to subscribe to our newsletter, Tree Farmer Alerts. It'll give you monthly articles on all sorts of things involved with forestry. Your forest is a very interesting place. By becoming a Family Forest Steward, you can more fully appreciate that. Hey, thanks for actively managing your woods and watching this video.